When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport, and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Thanks for getting your pot on. Thank you for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. Oh, we got a full one today. Laura's here, and I'm excited because there's something I want to bring up that I want Laura's help in dissecting just a little bit.
God.
Yeah. Kevin is here, of course, and he brought a man who went to see this guy just the other day. The Bigfoot in the room. Saxsquatch.
Saxsquatch.
Oh, Saxsquatch. Excuse me. That is right. Saxsquatch. Now, the thing that I find interesting, Keith, is I'm wondering, why does a guy in a Bigfoot costume playing saxophone work? Like, it works.
Right.
People want to see it. Where did you go see this?
The time I just saw him was at Town Ballroom in Buffalo.
So, is that the first time you saw him? Third time.
Third time. So,
is it sold out?
yeah, it was almost sold out on Saturday night or Friday night. Played to almost 1,000 people, and in Town Ballroom.
1,000 people come to see this
Can
guy.
we backtrack?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
What's
Sasquatch?
Saxsquatch?
But it's somebody who dresses up like they're Bigfoot. And
Well, it's Sasquatch playing a saxophone.
What's the guy's name? Dave Mitchell?
It's Sasquatch.
okay.
It's Saxsquatch.
I'll send you a
It's
video.
Sasquatch.
I was going to say,
Or you can YouTube it.
I
What do you mean
need to
Sasquatch has a real name?
Saxsquatch.
I think the guy's name is Dave Mitchell. And that's the thing. Is like, what did it feel like in that room? You got 1,000 people there to see a dude in a fucking it's a puppet. It's a puppet. You see it? Do you see it?
What the
Yeah.
I'll have to pass around the videos from live seeing it. It's a great mix of, parents.
Yeah. That's like a different. Well, he sings, but I think he auto tunes his voice or something.
Yeah, he
Like-
sings over the top of
Yeah.
a lot of popular songs, from Party Rock Animal to some Kansas to Daft
Kansas?
Punk to, what was the song? He did September, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Okay.
Throws in a little Rack Astley, Never Gonna Give Up.
Come on.
This is like a mix of live music plus the kink of furries.
You had to take it there,
Wow.
didn't you? You had to take it there.
How can you deny that?
Well, I never thought that. I was looking at it and I'm going, were people vibing in the room?
Oh,
Like, what was it like in there?
What
was
drugs
the
were
energy?
you on?
None.
Are people
None.
taking it seriously?
Oh, it's just fun. It's
the guy-
serious where people
The
are
guy was a
showing up.
touring saxo. He was
His
in,
name is Dean Mitchell.
Yeah.
That's his name, right?
He was in different bands and stuff. And you told me it was COVID that hit, and he was bored and just
He put on a
started
costume.
putting videos out. It hit.
I
Went
would
viral.
go.
Put on a costume. A couple of years ago, he played at Photo City in Rochester.
Oh, yeah.
And there was probably 150 people there.
Okay.
And at some point in the show, part of his whole act, he on stage, just plays the samples, plays the saxophone over the top of it. And then at some point, he always comes down onto the floor and
Plays
starts
for the
dancing
ladies?
around and dancing with everybody playing the saxophone.
I'm jealous now.
And
Are you really?
Yes.
so he goes
Really?
on,
Yes.
and that's why I've seen him 3 times, because the first
Yeah.
time was like, all right, why not? What do you have to
The
lose?
first time you were on drugs, probably.
No, was not.
I mean, I would definitely take a gummy. Like, you would definitely be microdosing. But, yeah.
He
No,
tours
this looks like
around the
amazing.
country. A lot of his shows are sold out.
Yeah.
He's played at Electric Forest, which is a pretty
Yes!
popular music festival. And if you were to look up videos of him playing Electric Forest, it's thousands of people in the daylight in a forest of just.
Where's
a
the Electric
festival
Forest?
atmosphere. It's in Michigan.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
a festival that probably has.
Is it like a
30,000
Sasquatch
people.
festival? I know they
No,
do a Sasquatch festival somewhere, and I thought it was in Michigan.
No, this is just more of an EDM festival.
Yeah.
He's big into. He goes to he's been to that EDC in Vegas.
Yeah. Are you an EDM guy?
He's going to.
All right.
He's going to England or Europe next year for festivals.
No, are you going to what's the big one? It's the World something. It's going to be in Thailand. I just learned about this last
Not sure
night.
what that one is.
Somebody told me that they're going to Thailand to see some EDM, and it almost has like a Disney name to it.
Electric Daisy Carnival?
Yeah,
one of them?
something like that.
I've been to the ones in Vegas.
Yeah?
The big ones in Vegas.
Do you get so a lot of EDM was always things like Molly and different drugs like that. I think today people are a little cautious to take those things because of the fentanyl possibility. But did you do all that stuff?
In the past, yeah.
Oh, and I'm not. But believe me, there's no judgment here. I'm just asking, like, what is that like? Because that's a drug I've never done. I was always afraid.
You have to enjoy the music as part of it.
Yeah.
You know, the whole enjoying the music is the biggest deal.
Yeah.
So
ecstasy too was one, like, and I always thought ecstasy was like made you amorous and all that. And I think
that was always the sex drug.
Yeah, they say sex on X.
Right, but I've heard people who took it, Laura, and they said that wasn't it. It just made them feel more, and maybe you were touching people, but they didn't have any.
It's like having sex in the Matrix over there. What you doing?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But have you done ecstasy?
Of course.
Okay, and
not of course, but
in the past. But I mean, what is that experience like when you're at like an EDM festival?
I mean, it's just when the EDC Vegas, for example, there's 160,000 people there because it's at the Vegas Speedway where they do the NASCAR races.
Yeah.
So it's just a giant carnival in the middle of the speedway with, tons of stages and music and crazy. It goes all night. So
how much is it to get into something like that?
I mean, you're spending for the tickets for example, it's probably for the ticket. I think they're like $600-700 for the weekend.
Fuck.
But then once
you go from like it goes 24 hours.
It goes from Thursday night until Monday morning, so you're getting a full
sunrise sets.
And that's like a music festival. How much it costs to go to one?
I mean, you think about what you're spending for a concert. Go to a concert at say,
you're paying $300, $400.
You go to a concert at the arena or wherever. You're spending $300-400 for 4 nights or 4 hours of music.
Yeah.
So when you factor in many days.
And
then just all of that has led to all of a sudden, hey, here's a guy playing a saxophone.
Well, all right,
a
so
Saxsquatch.
He's going to Amsterdam in the spring for a festival,
an EDM festival. Yeah.
Called Awakenings.
Are you married?
No.
Okay.
Lucky bastard.
No. Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
You don't have anybody? Would you take somebody with you?
I'm going with a couple friends that are married.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just solo traveling.
He's the pivot man.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering the same thing. I'm wondering. But if this guy walked out as Dean Mitchell in jeans, same exact skills, right? He plays great, does that. Is it as cool? I don't think so.
No, definitely not. I mean, there are other artists that play, instruments and whatever, but they just don't have that.
They should do like
feel of like when you're going to see when this guy sold 1,000 tickets for playing in Buffalo.
Oh.
If you were to told someone else
that has like him, the Yeti, like a midget doing a leprechaun, all the mythical creatures in a band.
I mean, it's a cover band. It's really just a cover band.
Sure.
With a costume on, and you just go and it's fun.
Well,
and every time he's come on tour, the first time I went, he laughed at me. He's like, "You're going to see what?"
Yeah, I would laugh too.
And then the second time I saw
it's like going to see Alf. You know what I mean? It's like watching a grown Alf.
I had Purse Pisser's big in the live music, and he was like, I think I might try it if I'd go. So next time he comes around, I'm gonna go.
Laura,
I would totally go and see him.
You would.
I just pulled up a picture of him though. He's not good looking at all.
Dean Mitchell is not a good looking man.
No, he is not a good
Is
looking
he
man.
better looking as a Sasquatch or as a man?
He's way better looking as a Sasquatch.
Really? I was wondering that because I go, the costume gives you permission. Right? Permission to come out there and almost in a way have people act because I love what he plays.
I'd love to know how much ass he gets.
I don't know if
he peels that costume.
Off, like he's not a good-looking man at all. But I get it. I actually went to an EDM concert out in Red Rocks one year, and it was such a vibe. It was so much fun, and I love when you dress up for it, and
What, dress up how?
Like I wore like
put on a fairy costume with little fucking wings. Hi, I'm like
anime.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do like that, but I had like pigtails, neon bodysuit, like.
Stop.
What? Stop. All I did was look at you. All I did was look at you.
Because you want me to be the hateful one. Because you don't want to be the hateful one. You be the hateful one.
Okay, I was gonna say, was it crotchless?
No, I had shorts on. I'll
It's a
pull up a
concert.
She said a
Not a fucking
bodysuit.
sex
Oh,
tent.
believe me.
But like
Keith. He knows.
It's like when you go to a different genre. Now, I love to go to live music. It's my favorite thing. I'm super passionate about it. But when I go to a country concert, I'm going to wear something different than going to EDM versus going to, I don't know, Celine Dion. Like,
What are you wearing at Celine Dion? A fucking pantsuit?
I sure as hell would.
From the Hillary Clinton collection?
I would definitely wear trousers. That would be amazing.
If the new year has you saying, I did not sign up for this, like a workers' comp case, Social Security disability, or a personal injury claim, don't try to Google lawyer your way through it. Go to Connors and Ferris. They have offices in Buffalo, New York City, Syracuse, and Rochester, and they'll get back to you within 24 hours. Yeah. So even when you're stress scrolling at 2 a.m., you can call 262-COMP, tell them a little bit about what's going on in your life, and within 24 hours, one of their attorneys will get back to you. You'll talk to real lawyers who will explain things in plain English, not legal mumbo-jumbo. Workers' comp, Social Security disability, personal injury, complicated? Absolutely. Something you should handle alone? Nope. Connors and Ferris. Experienced, responsive, and committed to serving you better. Call 262-COMP. Help's available right now. Kevin texted me yesterday, and he said, how about this for the podcast? I'm just going to read the text.
Oh, shit.
What is something so subtle or simple that you can do that'll annoy the shit out of people? Okay. And he continued, for me, I like going to Wegmans on a busy Saturday and go the wrong way against the flow of traffic just to annoy people. And all I can think is, how old are you, 45?
I'm older than that.
Okay. You're over 45. I go, this isn't recess.
That's fun.
What are we doing here?
Because the normal flow, you go into Wegmans, you go through the produce.
Right.
You go to the fish and the meat, and then you go past all the meat, and you go to the dairy. I like to go the other way. I like to start the beer and work back.
Okay, but you only do that just to annoy people.
A lot of times, yes.
Laura, I mean.
I hate going to the grocery store, period.
Right, because of people like Kevin.
He calls me bougie for my Instacart.
I'm on the west side. I can't afford the Instacart.
Well, you can't afford the Instacart, but like, I get you. I do a mix of both, depending on what I have going on. But this is like a micro rebellion or something.
It's fun being cholesterol in the store.
It's fun being cholesterol?
Yeah, you clogging the arteries. That's yes.
God.
But I mean, it's like power in tiny spaces, and I go, well, there's something here that's fucked up.
I like to bet over under how many looks I'm going to get.
I sort of wish that Cara was here right now so she could therapize you.
This is
what the fuck you do.
It's the same thing I do on Christmas. Like Christmas Eve, I love going to the mall on Christmas Eve, getting a little cup of them pretzels with the cheese, and just sitting there and watching the misery.
Okay,
Danny has said he likes to do that too. Danny and Beth like to do that.
I've been doing that for years. I love it.
But
I hate, I avoid stores when they're busy. I hate going to do
I just like seeing
errands on
miserable.
the weekend.
Huh?
I just love other people's misery. It makes me feel better about myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're miserable.
So there we go. Okay. Because here's the thing that I think. It's a cry for help in some way. I don't know. You're a mom of boys, right? Isn't it? It feels like it's like some kind of a cry for help. But then at the same time, I start going, hang on a second. Life gets very structured as you get older, right? You've got mortgage payments. You got a job that maybe you like, maybe you don't like. Some days you do, some days you don't. You got to be there. You got to be there at a certain time. Your life is run on a schedule. How do you rebel? Because there is something like you want to push back against life. And I will tell you, like,
it's drinking.
Well,
drinking and going to the supermarket for me.
But you're inconveniencing yourself while you're doing that.
I'm really not, because I'm just doing what I have to do anyways.
Yeah, but I know, but
yeah.
But where do you put your rebellion as an adult? Where does it fit? Where does it fit in your life? Because you're right, drinking too much is definitely rebellion. Some people
never ever do that.
No. Man,
never.
No, not even last night when you called me. I go right away. Right away. I go, oh, you're drunk.
I didn't call you last night.
Yes, the fuck you didn't.
I did?
Yeah. You called me at like 9:00.
No.
Yes, around 8 8:40, sometime between 8:45 and 9, you called me, and I believe you were with Keith, and then you sent me a picture of like a mini keg of Fireball going, Keith and I are buying this tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
I did call you. I don't recall calling you.
Okay. Well, there we go.
I might have been trying to call Bob.
No, you called me. You knew you were calling me.
What did I say? I don't even remember what I said.
You said that because I started. I go. I can tell you're drinking. Oh man, Keith and I've been in here to.
We put the shit together.
All the Christmas gifts. We're doing all the Christmas gifts, and I'm like, what? And yeah, so and you're like, we got a lot done.
We did.
And I'm bringing him tomorrow. I go, okay. So you knew.
That's why I called. That's why.
Yeah. Okay, but
I was canned.
No shit.
You don't remember calling him.
Intervention for Kevin.
And that was before we really started drinking.
That's like the night that Bill called his hairdresser 9 times.
All right. That was your fault. I blame you. I do blame you a little bit. There was a little bit of encouragement, and I'm like, what am I doing? I don't even know.
You guys gotta take my shit away from me when I'm drinking.
Well, see, this is the thing. Is like, I swear to God, okay. I think most adults rebel in different ways. We just do. I drink too much. I do it to avoid all the shit I have to do. I realized that plainly last week. And I go, I haven't gone out this week. I shut it down. I go, I have to. But like adults buy motorcycles. We drink too much. Kevin walks the wrong way in a grocery store.
But am I the only one that'll subtly rebel and shit? I mean, there's got to be something you all.
I don't think I do it subtly. I do it by being authentic.
Cunt it out.
I don't conform to the societal norms that they think I should be as a divorced mom business owner.
What are those societal? Okay, I don't even know what that would be.
Well, just like how I'm open about.
Way to be divorcee.
No, I just don't know.
Like, I remember when I started my business, my mom was like, you need to keep quiet on some things because you don't want it influencing like those that would hire you. And I'm like, well, but that's not me. Like political views, how I just feel. Yes, my dating past. Like, yeah. I think
it's a graveyard.
Yeah. Shut up.
Boneyard.
But like, I have always been outspoken. I haven't like been that quiet woman that, you're supposed to be.
You're like a regular old Rosa Parks of 2026.
I don't. My white privileged ass. I
ain't sitting in the back of that truck.
Fuck.
I don't. White privilege is an interesting thing to always discuss because I think that it's so. I really do.
You won the white privilege contest like 2 weeks ago.
I did. It wasn't white privilege. It was just it was. In one of my classes, did I talk to you about this?
No.
Okay, so in one of my classes, the diversity class, they did what's called a privilege walk. And they asked questions, and depending on your response, you either moved forward, stayed stationary, or took a step back. Okay. So if you grew up in a household with at least one parent who graduated college, step forward. If you lived in a household with at least one parent who had an advanced degree, because that's what the job required, take a step forward. So both my parents, and it was things like that.
I'd be standing still.
It was things like if you ever went to summer camp or private school, take a step forward.
Okay.
Those types of things. And I knew when this began, and I think most people in the class knew, the first one to the candy bowl was probably most likely going to be.
The fat guy.
Was going to go to be.
Ooh, there's a Twix in there.
Those are the best.
And I didn't take any of the candy. I felt too privileged. No.
He just turned around and made it rain on all the other people that weren't getting candy.
He said this candy isn't good enough for me.
Yeah. But the thing
is not Ghirardelli.
Fucking
all I say is like people get very I don't even know how to say. They get hot over this issue.
Yeah.
The people do not like this because what they'll say, many people will say, I worked my ass off to get where I am. And I will say, yeah, I'm sure you did. But the road to get where you were had less potholes than it did for other people, whatever that is. And I think sometimes to just understand that. One of the things I didn't really like about this was somebody did say, and they named, I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about this, but they just kind of said, hey, I was thinking about somebody who I knew was in the back, and I was wondering how they felt. And so I said, because it's me, I go, I didn't even know you were back there. I was all the way up in the front.
I mean, you literally are the definition of the privilege in that whole program.
Well, sure. Absolutely. 100%. And I know that. What? Go ahead.
I actually have a client who's a psych NP professor at Fisher, and I asked her if she knew you the other day. She does not know you.
She's like, oh,
but she
God,
said
that asshole.
You may know her.
I don't know what.
I don't want to say her name.
Yeah, I got it. Well, there's like 4 because I'm in the graduate. She may do more undergraduate stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She's not good enough to know Moran.
No, she does more than medical, like nursing.
Bachelor's teacher.
So, yeah, but she gave me something to give to you, and I forgot to bring it.
All right. Well, next time. That'll be fine.
It's a hand jibber.
No. Yeah, but the thing I didn't like, and I tried to say after my little joke was, but we're all here.
Yeah.
We're all here. We're all in this same program, right? How you got here, whatever. You know, the thing that worries me with some of this stuff a little bit on a different side is, I'm not saying that, and they're talking about things. Have you ever felt like you were being watched while walking through a store? Were you ever kind of questioned while you were, somebody questioned you? And a lot of microaggression shit. No, I said, and I've said in this class, and I've said it, and I watched people's faces. I go, I have never felt like in my life that I didn't fit in anywhere, whether it was a country club or talking race cars with guys who work on race cars. You know what I mean? I just never felt like I didn't. And I never felt like I couldn't talk to almost anybody about anything. And a lot of that is, and I was also brought up to believe this. This is the total idea of privilege. And I still believe this, just having knowledge for the sake of knowledge. It kind of bothers me a little bit that we have turned college into, it is a privilege.
Yeah.
Plain and simple, it's a privilege, but we've turned it into almost like a job center in a sense, right? You got to go to get this degree, and I'm going to be a businessman, or what happened to just knowing shit?
Well, and
I like just knowing shit, and the people that do just go for the sake of knowledge usually do really well in life.
That's the thing. Lifelong learning is so important.
Right.
And it's, I talk about how I don't really watch TV. I read a ton of books. I listen to a ton of podcasts. Like, I will try to educate myself throughout. And I went to SUNY school. My degree has nothing to do with what I did now.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong with continuing your education.
Right. If the new year has you saying, I did not sign up for this, like a workers' comp case, Social Security disability, or a personal injury claim, don't try to Google lawyer your way through it. Go to Connors and Ferris. They have offices in Buffalo, New York City, Syracuse, and Rochester, and they'll get back to you within 24 hours. Yeah. So even when you're stress scrolling at 2 a.m., you can call 262-COMP, tell them a little bit about what's going on in your life, and within 24 hours, one of their attorneys will get back to you. You'll talk to real lawyers who will explain things in plain English, not legal mumbo jumbo. Workers' comp, Social Security disability, personal injury, complicated? Absolutely. Something you should handle alone? Nope. Connors and Ferris, experienced, responsive, and committed to serving you better. Call 262-COMP. Help's available right now. I have seen where there are times where it's fun in the moment, but then it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
I wasted a day.
Yes.
I'm hungover the next day.
Like, I remember when we were in Galway, I really wanted to do one of the hikes, and Renee just could not wake up the next morning,
Yeah.
So, and it just sucks because especially when you're going overseas, am I going to get back here? So if I go to Boston and get drunk and I don't do something that's planned, whatever, that's a 6-hour drive. It's not a 6-hour flight and a couple $1,000 trip.
Right. Exactly.
So,
it is like you want to keep it on the rails a little bit. Yeah. And you have the discipline to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't always. I get to a point, man, I can feel it. I can feel it. If I don't leave right now, I'll be home at midnight.
Well, and then, like last night,
I know what my kryptonite is, and I still don't give a shit.
What is your kryptonite?
Just I can drink beer, I can drink wine all night, but if I start doing shots, that's where it goes off the rail.
I can't do shots,
and that's what we love to do. I love doing shots with Bob, Keith, Shane, Ash. I like doing it with all of them. It's just a good ass time. I mean, who would want to buy a $70 keg of fucking Fireball besides me? Because it's fucking awesome.
A 24-year-old college kid? I don't know, maybe, or 22.
Because it's awesome.
Yeah. And it's so funny that it sounds like your oldest kid is more mature than you are.
Probably. Good job, Sam.
Do the opposite. Don't do what I do. Do the opposite of what I do.
Well, he's just seen me around somebody. I don't want to call them dirtbags, but dirtbags. So we just drink.
Yeah.
And the hockey parents, Keith,
the
neighbors, we all just, we drink.
I think that I have seen that even as an outsider for my friends whose kids do hockey. Because you're traveling, you're at hotels all the time, and...
Well, Kelsey was saying, our friend Kelsey out here, she was saying that they went to a tournament and they came down with all these different drinks and stuff ready to hang out in the lobby, and all the parents were drinking like non-alcoholic Michelob Ultra Light, non-alcoholic. She's like, what's wrong with you people? You're in a hotel. The kids are not going anywhere but running around causing havoc in the hotel.
Drinking is going down nowadays.
It is going down, and like
not in my house.
And the amount of NAs, it's insane. It's like, oh, you can get a Blue Moon NA now,
right.
And
yeah. Well, they're trying to stay in business too, but
what the hell's the point of drinking an NA? Just drink water.
Well, that's always been like that's how I've been saying. I think one of the worst things to come out of the pandemic was the work from home, and also like. We're losing that connection. Actually, on a recent podcast, I accidentally stumbled on through a link an article in Psychology Today. Actually, you'll like this. And I didn't realize the U.S. Surgeon General has made loneliness a chronic illness now.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's a chronic illness. And it just talks about how lonely people are and how it leads to cardiovascular disease and all this.
How many cats do you have to be considered lonely?
It's a great question. Maybe we should do a study on that. I'm
only at 2 and not lonely.
Oh, okay. 2 by yourself?
No, my kid is.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I love my kids. So we have
Your
2. One per
kids, they're
person.
like once a week.
But so in the article, she started out, you ready? Doing a study on BDSM groups, bondage, discipline,
You've got Laura's attention,
right? But what she
this article's awesome.
Wait, what she found out was the people involved in that had better and healthier connections than people outside of these kind of.
They're being told what to do.
Well, maybe, but she was taking it to things like you have a mechanical issue with your car, someone would come help give you a ride. Job recommendations. They just had a better connection and not everything was kink. And those people who were in the kink thing also had outside hobby groups. And the point of the article was like the third party system where you would go and meet somebody, bowling leagues, churches, bars, right? It's like we just don't have as many anymore of the third party systems, unless they're bars, right? But over time, when you think about like who you've become friends with, like you and Keith became friends through hockey, work and then hockey, right? And you don't make an instant friend with somebody. You just see them frequently at the same place. You start to reveal a little more about yourself. They reveal a little bit more about themselves. And you got kind of a friendship going. And maybe that goes outside there. And
we're not friends. We're just acquainties.
Who?
Me and Keith.
I don't want to be associated with this.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Where I have met all my adult friends, besides my kids, is my gym.
Yeah.
Like, if I didn't go to a gym,
right,
I wouldn't have such a core group of friends.
And there's a third thing. And what they're saying is, like, most people will say, well, join a gym and do more. But what this article was about, the architecture of the third-party system or third thing where you would go to isn't there as much anymore. And when you think about it, like most people find a group online and that's it. And you also know at a certain point in your life, you're so wrapped up in the kids and things that sometimes the other parents become your friends. And so that becomes sort of your circle. And then they graduate.
Yeah.
and that circle sort of goes away. And this isn't addressed in the article. I'm just talking from my own experience. But you find new people, and I think having a strong network is really important. And I watched it with my dad, and I watched it with my mom. And I'm not saying that Parkinson's would be delayed, maybe, but I can't say it wouldn't if you just had a healthier thing. My dad, his whole social circle was the gym, but he didn't do anything outside the gym with these people. He would just be the annoying old guy, like getting up. Like there's a terrible.
I am so strong.
Yes.
And you are so weak.
But there was a terrible story where he was trying to get somebobody's attention that was on a treadmill as he's leaving. So he climbs up on the treadmill next to the guy. And it's like leaning over, waving, and the guy's like, "Oh, hey," and they start talking, and then he can't get off the treadmill. They had to piggyback him off because he just didn't. Right. But what I'm saying, but when I went to visit him, but really before Parkinson's really kind of took over, he did nothing. It was like literally watching paint dry. He would read books, fall asleep in the middle of the day. I think we went to the diner 3 days a week. If I have to cook anything, I don't do it. I eat salads because it's just easy. It's raw. Blah, blah. And like he would brag because all his blood work, everything was great. And so there were no additional health problems. And he died from falling, basically, right? But no structure. Then there's Marge. And Marge is teaching classes at Bard College and goes to a coffee group, a meditation group. She's got other stuff.
For Reiki.
Yeah. And I'm just saying, like, you can see where I just didn't realize it was such a problem in the United States. And I part of it, I guess, is social media. I don't know what it is. Or we just don't talk. And that's where I go. The work from home, yeah, it's convenient. You don't have to deal with traffic. I get it. But on the other side, all those friendships, all those mentors, all that, you're missing out. You're missing out. And you're young enough that your liver's going to be fine. Go have a drink and meet somebody.
Do you feel like you're missing out working at home?
Not at all. Because I do also have other.
Yeah, but he's got other
You
interests.
have outlets.
He's got the whole EDM crew. Those freaks.
I mean, Friday night, I went out to see Saxsquatch, and then yesterday went on a group hike with a group of people.
I love that.
With a group of people. So,
Are you part of like a hiking group or something?
there's a lot of different groups that are part of, and then they get together and go out. So
Yeah.
you go from a concert one night, and the next day hang out with a group of people and spend the day outside and go for a hike,
Sounds awful.
and then end up in your friend's garage at night. So it is you have to.
I've
find
always
those
been
other
hesitant
things
to
do
join
and
those those hiking groups or
My
something.
mom has been in a group called
It's because you're a dick and you'd be freaking out there doing a set.
No, I would not.
I want to say it's like Huggers. It's for like active.
Huggers?
Yeah. Active, like older generation. My mom has probably been in it for 30 years now. And she
Like
has met
mother, like daughter.
so many friends.
Huggers
She is
group?
such guys.
What?
My mom is probably not into like swinging or voyeurism. I've never asked.
Where do you think it came from?
I mean, my dad couldn't keep it in
I mean,
his
technically,
pants.
she's
Whoa.
had what? She's had what? 4 husbands?
My mom?
Yeah.
No.
No, my mom was with
your
my
dad had
stepdad. My dad changes
That's my
every
bad.
10
My
years. My mom was
Well,
with my
it's like-
stepdad for 20 years
No,
until
it's
he
like a-
passed. But my mom was always active. She goes skiing with this group. She plays euchre. She goes on hikes. She is always going. And my stepdad was never interested in any of it. So it's like she had her friends that kept her active and healthy and out and about.
Yeah. Out and about.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You just reminded me. My father, so he wanted to travel more, but he had nobody he was going with. So he took a solo trip to Ireland. This might have been right before 9/11 because he came back. He got back in, and then everything happened.
Yeah.
And he was going to go on a hike. And the hike was either out and about group or outward bound or something like that. So he's all set to go, and then I don't know how it tipped him off, but it was it was. It sounds terrible because it's not that big a deal, but it was a gay group.
Oh.
Yeah, and so he's like, I don't know.
It really was out and about.
Yeah. And I think my brother and I laughed. Or maybe he went on the hike and didn't realize until all of a sudden he's looking around and it's like, maybe that was
So
it.
he's
I
behind
can't
a bush and the
remember.
guy's down?
I'd have
A
to
lot
ask
of men
Kevin.
here.
I have to ask Kevin. But yeah. And so, and I don't know that you're on a hike, and maybe it was a way to meet people, you're like-minded
probably.
people who kind of aren't, I'm not going to feel judged. I'm not going to feel whatever because of my orientation, and I'm more comfortable that way. I have no idea, but it was so funny to hear him talk about it. It was really good. All right, we'll close it out for a beautiful day. 73 degrees in next week.
Yeah.
Next
Sunday.
week, man.
Saturday, Sunday.
Man, the garage is going to be cranking.
Garagio.
Yeah, the garagio. Very
We
good.
won't have to turn the heat on. We'll just have to be out having the door open.
Yeah. Look at this. I'm ready. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah.
She's ready to skip.
No, I said I have a gala
She ain't
next
coming.
Saturday, so I can't. I have my chocolate ball.
Yeah.
I'll invite her and she won't come.
Whatchamacallit? Tommy's one of the guest judges this year.
Tommy Burnett?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome. I love Tommy Burnett. The Iron Smoke, and they've done a hell of a job. They were the first one in that cannery now. And
Christ.
yeah, they showed it could work.
Now you can't park there.
No, I'm driving through last night, and I'm dropping one of Jameson's buddies off. And I think there was a girl in the car too. So, and we're driving through Fairport, and I notice cars on the side of the road, and I go, oh, they did parking. And he just starts laughing. He goes, you say the most random shit. And I go, wait a second. I said, yeah, I'm old. I'm glad there's parking.
Yeah.
Like, people like to go out. It was good. They built more parking spaces when they widened the bridge. So there you go. All right. For Laura. For Keith and Saxsquatch. For Kevin, who loves to disrupt Wegmans.
Hell yeah.
I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you next time.
See, we were looking for a Cadillac with Tennessee